Hello and welcome to News Updates on Today Ghana News TV. We are live on the satellite by Twitch for our viewers in Eastern European countries and also on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Today Ghana News TV. We are also on anchor.fm/podcast at Today Ghana News TV. Now the headlines. Management of some hospitals in Sogakope has appealed their MP to assist them with hospital beds. Delay in the completion of Sechi, Afram Plains District Hospital. King P files for Musical Central Regional Chair. We have these and other stories coming your way in the next 45 minutes. My name is Edna Sagonya. The news is sponsored by Agbozo Herbal Clinic and the Lens Cosmetology Training Institute. Now to our first story. Management of some hospitals in Sogakope of South Tongue of the Volta region has appealed to the Member of Parliament for South Tongue, Honorable Wisdom Kobina Woyume, to assist them with hospital beds, wheelchairs, and other consumables. Our Volta regional correspondent, Dinah Salasitete, has more.
Management of some hospitals at Sogakope in the South Tongue district of the Volta region has appealed to the Member of Parliament for the area, Honorable Wisdom Kobina Woyume, for hospital beds and wheelchairs and other consumables to improve the health conditions of the patients. Madam Christiana Gligui, who is a nurse manager at Komboni Hospital, one of the health centers at Sogakope, made the appeal when the Member of Parliament presented some items to these facilities as part of his activities marking his 50-year birthday yesterday, the 21st of September 2021. According to the health workers, they are impressed with Honorable Kobina Mensa Oyume's kind gesture of donating to their facilities for easy stay of the patients during their admission days. Madam Christiana Gligui, who also received the items on behalf of the Sogakope Komboni Hospital, also used the opportunity to appeal to other benevolent organizations and individuals to help the hospitals with wheelchairs, hospital beds, and other consumables.
MP, we are pleading. We have 1,001 things that we need. Our wheelchairs, we can't use them. If you go to the ward, the beds on which they are sleeping, they are just managing. So please, as you think about us on your birthday, when you get those people that can actually support your hospitals, we are really in dire need of anything that you can give us. We will surely accept. So thank you so much for coming to us. And happy birthday. Let's use the opportunity to sing our MP and then a happy birthday.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. May God bless you now. May God bless you now. May God bless you now. May God.
Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, Dinah Selassie Tete, Volta region.
In another development, a lady who has been stranded at the Sogakope Hospital can now heave a sign of relief as the MP for South Tongue, Honorable Wisdom Kobina Woyume, footed her accumulated bills for over 3 months.
News. A 22-year-old lady who goes by the name Dokwawu, who comes from Agotoi in the Angloga district of the Volta region, can now heave a sigh of relief as the Member of Parliament for South Tongue, Honorable Kobi Woyume, foot all her hospital bills. In actual fact, Dokau has been on admission at the Sogakope District Hospital for the past 3 months, and despite discharge, she couldn't go home because of her accumulated hospital bills during these 3 months. Therefore, as part of his benevolent nature, the MP for Saftong spoke to the management of the hospital to discharge the lady, as he is ready to foot her bills of about 4,580 Ghana cedis. However, the lady in question, Dokau, is using the opportunity to appeal to any benevolent individual to help her financially to start a small business to cater for herself and her children, since unfortunately she lost her husband during these trying moments. Any more help aside that of the MP for Saftong will be appreciated, she stated. Reporting for Today Ghana News TV, Dinah Selassie Tete, Volta Region.
We have a honorable on the line. Good evening, honorable.
Yeah, good evening, my dear sister.
And welcome to News Updates on Today Ghana News TV. You're welcome.
Yeah, I'm honored to be joining you on your show today. And so you're doing a good job for the country and doing a good job for mind. And God bless you and your team.
Thank you. Honorable, happy belated birthday.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. God bless you, sir.
Okay. You celebrated your birthday with patients at Sogakope Hospital. We want to know the motivation behind it, or is it an annual event?
Well, it's something that I do annually. Usually, I like to celebrate such events in a very calm manner, and also to remember the underprivileged. So it's something that I do annually. This time around, I decided to bring it to Sogakope Hospital. Previously, I would go to orphanages and other places where maybe through discussions and consultations broadly, the Spirit directs us to. So I might want to do this again next year with the same facilities. That is the district hospital and the Komboni hospital, or probably go a bit lower to the various health centers as well as the CHIPS compounds, because these are all facilities where are having various challenges, having all kinds of needs. And so it would just be nice to go to see how I can be of help to support the good work all of them are doing for mankind on a day like that.
And since the hospital authorities in your constituency are asking for some assistance, is your common fund enough to provide those needs for them?
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. We have to be discussing some of these with a whole number of people. There are a lot of people who have been assisting but they want their names not mentioned on air. And thanks to all of them who are hearing me or hearing us discuss this. And also, the challenges are many. The challenges are many, but for the few resources that are available, which I think judiciously we try to put them to good use. I must say that definitely, whatever it is, call it common funds or any other government funds, definitely do not suffice, do not really cater for the myriads of challenges that are usually brought before us, and that on daily basis we also encounter as we do our work. And so, why not? I mean, we are still soldiering on, and so that is how it is.
Okay. So, with your constituency being a vast one and also a rural one, how challenging is it concerning developmental projects?
Well, it's quite challenging to get direct resources from the central government. But then we try to also look elsewhere by way of engaging the NGOs also as well. And then the private sector also, who normally are either operating within the enclave, or sometimes we appeal to them who are not within the enclave to also come to our help, our aid. So these are the ways we actually go about some of these quests to actually get the development across to the people. Now, when we talk about resources from government, maybe through budgeting allocations at the district assembly, so that's definitely, we do not say they are even enough. They come in maybe 3 times, 4 times in a year, which we call the common fund, because they are supposed to be released in every quarter. But I can tell you, the whole of this year, for instance, we've not received anything from that central government for appropriation. And so you realize that, I mean, what we do, we have to fall on others, or probably out of pockets, or out of appeal to people, and then we see how we get things done. However, I would say that with the little we are able to organize, we are able to, judiciously, allocate them or support sectors that are so much in dire need. They can talk about the health sector. You can also talk about the education sector. You can mention, for instance, the agri sector. Rural, you mentioned. So the mainstay.
Hello, Honorable. Can you hear me? Okay, we've lost a Honorable there. We will try and get in touch with him again so that we can finish the interview. The founder of Greater Works Chapel International, Prophet Richard Atto Davidson, has been accused by a member for allegedly having an affair with one male member and taking his sperm away.
The founder of Greater Works Chapel International, GWCI, Prophet Richard Atto Davidson, has been accused by a member for allegedly having an affair with one male member and taking his sperms away. The victim, speaking to Wafasami, explained that he was having a problem and he thought it was not physical challenge, but it was rather spiritual. That's why he went to the pastor for prayers, in which he prayed over salty water for him to bath with, but he told him to fast, which he couldn't. So the pastor decided to do that on his behalf. We met at a hotel and he gave me some directions, after which I went home. He later called me with another issue, which was spiritual, and it has to do with affection with him. I decided to escape, but because of spiritual issues, I decided to do so. After leaking my manhood, he used the handkerchief to rub the semen, but I saw him having many handkerchiefs which he has been using. Later, he called me, but I didn't go, and I reported him. The suspect was sent to Yamuransa police station, but Monday referred to Cape Coast Regional DOF to custody for further investigations. In an interview with Wafasami, this is what the assembly member said.
On the produce and Moko Kumasi, Namzi complain about the Musofi, Jumaza, Oda, Asibuha, Oizini. Now, what can number them then also after victims in the Wamba. Now, on the 1 year, them Zamana on 1 year. The Zamaka on the one now on the victim nature. Now, one hang around the room, the people that know Korea. Now, for you are arresting. The Mufu Kumasi and ending the number today, while coaches of Anima was another police station. And then this is Yano, as some of the injured welfare, as some of the maybe a hotel or suffering on Kofunoko. Now, on one coya the Mazano. Into MDFI, that's only a corona, Yakoshama is new, as in to them, or they are giving a justice ama victims in
We have on the line Honorable Wisdom Kobina Woyome. Hello, Honorable.
Thank you very much. I'm back. Yeah.
Yes. So we can
Can you
continue
see
from.
me? Can you hear me?
Yes,
Okay.
I can see you.
Yeah. So thank you very much. So as I was saying, I mean, we rely mainly on the government sources allocate, and so the appeal always goes out to the private sector for some help. So those are the things. Yeah, those are things we adopt to ensuring that we bring development to our people. So far, this is how far we have come. We are hoping that, of course, we continue and do better than the way it is currently. Yeah.
And what are some of the pressing needs of your constituency?
The needs are many. The needs are many. How many? The needs are many. We can talk about the health sector. We need to really get pressure off the main hospitals. We need to empower the health centers. We need to get a lot more facilities to the chief's compound so that at least many people can have full services, at least basic services, until maybe it becomes so very important and maybe the situation becomes so dire that the person is given a referral to look at to go to the secondary facility. So we need the beds, we need the what do you call it? These ones. One of my plans, which I'm trying to get done at the health centers, particularly, to ensure that we get them or build the capacity to be able to undertake simple tests for malaria, tests for typhoid, tests for certain simple ailments at that level, and so that we do not have to get people traveling all the way to Sugakope, so that at least when the tests are carried out at that level, which are so simple, as I've been told, I'm sure it will go a long way to decongest maybe the pressure at the secondary facility. So that is very key. We also would want some very good ambulance service within, not an maybe city or constituency or inter-districts or municipalities and so on. We want it infra, where maybe you'll be able to transfer somebody from any of the villages, any of the towns. Maybe a situation will require that the person urgently is transported to the big facility to be attended to, so that getting the person to the place, to the facility, it's of course time dependent because maybe life has to be saved. So when you take all of that into consideration, there must be
We've lost Honorable again. I guess his network in his constituency is that bad. That's how come we keep losing him. We'll continue. The paramount chief of the Kumawu traditional area, Berma Safu Chunibuakodia, lamented the delay in completion of the Sechi Afram Plains District Hospital. He said the failure to complete the facility is denying his subjects quality health care.
This year they meet me as a contractor no, I was site. Na dwumadie no nipa na odo moju di dwumadie no ase o musu akakra enti me friend no ma ne ba e ma bisa no say na ada nipa yi on fa bi nka ho if the matter is a parliament approve say almost a package here in now for Frama. It's my approval say you release car and from Bano. And no say ampa. Omugusu transit car. I buy this car bana. My funny penny be a can. No my egg It no one here transit I buy. Obi release car na ma contractor na baby we are my. Inti idea de bia me kan washam nti mabai ayemede mozum fama no ntumbi na monsra ban mame health committee parliament monsra o mame na kwa bia ban be faso bia I register na my contractor no what me
what I'm seeing here.
Duaboso lawmaker Kwabena Minta Akando has described the Akufo-Addo administration as a government full of old people who have no respect for the people of this country. According to him, if the government respects Ghanaians, they would have completed the health project started by the Mahama administration in order to serve the needs of the governed. He said this when he led a group of journalists as part of the minorities' nationwide inspection of the abandoned hospitals to inspect the Setri Afram Plains District Hospital in Kumau.
It's an affront to the mandate the good people of this country has given to the president of Ghana. I think that this government is a group of old men who have no respect for the stakeholders in the governance of this country, and they have no respect for the good people of this country. If for nothing at all, we were here 2 years or more than 2 years ago. If the president respects the parliament of this country, at least they would have responded positively. We are paying interest on the loan that was contracted for this purpose. Meanwhile, the good people of this country, especially those in the catchment area, have not benefited from this project. You remember, this project was awarded somewhere in 2015, and they should have completed latest by 2017. We are in 2021. And we are in the weeds. This is what we have seen for ourselves. And when you talk, they will sit in Accra and try to defend. I believe if most of you had not been here,
we have Honorable Wisdom Kobina Woyume, MP for South Tongo constituency, back online. Hello, Honorable.
Yeah, I'm so sorry about the network. I hope next time I get my logistics really in place for this. Anyway, so as I was saying, basically the health sector is what probably some focus must go. That is not to say that the other sectors are not important. The other sectors are equally challenged. Education, there are several projects that the previous government embarked on that have been abandoned, and I don't know, we've fought, we've discussed it on the floor of Parliament, we've pushed the agenda for some attention be given it, nothing of that sort happened. So the same goes for the health sector. So, well, as I indicated earlier, people coming in to support, it will be good to have many more joining those that are already doing so much for the district to also support us to really get a lot going for the people. So I believe strongly we are on course and we are poised to really do much more for the people of this place.
So how do the people in the diaspora watching you this evening, if they want to donate something to you, how would they reach you?
Well, any as others have done it, you just have to, through correspondence, we will then be able to communicate this through the appropriate institutions for them to know. The disassembly must be involved. my office also involved, so that addressee will be myself and then the assembly. So that we will then have the item, the payment of duties. And so these are that maybe some items maybe some items are being donated to the districts. We'll definitely tell the entity how we should go about it. I will inform the DC and other key stakeholders for us to collectively get it done, and done in a manner where it will be seamless. There won't be challenges, there will be problems, not even at the ports of clearance and all those things. So I think it's possible. I mean, anything, they are all welcome.
Honorable, can you hear me? Hello, Honorable.
I do. I can hear you. Can you hear me too?
Yes, I can hear you.
Do you hear the concluding part of the statement I made?
No. So if you can repeat it for me.
Yeah, what I said was that, yeah, we'll have to involve all the key stakeholders. Okay. Yes, what I'm saying is that we need to involve all the key items, the list of the items, so that we can get the necessary approvals. And so my office and the office of the DC, in that case, the assembly, and then we'll go to the appropriate ministries and then get the waivers that are needed, so that we can get this item through or take delivery without any difficulty. It should be seamlessly done, so that even at the ports of clearance, we must have all the needed documents in place. So it starts with the intention being expressed to us, and then a meeting, and then we going back to the donor, and then of course we go from there and get it done without any difficulty at all. That is how it is. I mean, we do not have any challenge having some of these things for the people.
Okay. Okay. Earlier on, you said this whole year your common fund has not been given to you by the president. I would like to find out if your office has by any chance written to them to inform them that you've not received your common fund for the year.
No, the plan is, it is a statutory what do you call it, a release. The common fund is it has been established by an act of parliament, and it's a constitutional provision that so an act of parliament setting up the office, and so that the administrator is always mandated that every quarter the funds are released, because before even the releases begin per particular financial year, Parliament will have approved a formula for the disbursement of this, which we did for this year. And so it's our expectation all this while that the first quarter funds would have been released to the assemblies for appropriation. Then second quarter funds would have been released for appropriation. Now we are virtually entering the last quarter and nothing has been released ever since we were expecting for first, second, even to third. So clearly, without money released to the assemblies, how do you really do the needful for the good people of the country? It's not like also in particular with my constituency or my district. It is across the country. It is across the country. And so writing to them is like as if they don't know, they know it, and so they are just breaching the law. They are just breaching the law that establishes it, and then of course their mandate I expected of them to what? Ensure that they release the funds to the assembly for onward operation to help alleviate suffering that are on daily basis confronting our dear people. And so, and nobody is talking to the people of this country about it. Nobody, it's like everybody is sitting on a kind of suspense. We do not know whether government per ability to pay, whether they are not getting the revenue that they are supposed to get and release same or portion or their share to the Administrator Common Fund for it to then be able to share among the various assemblies across the country. So that is a difficult situation we have found ourselves. And that is one thing that I think is really hampering development. But like I said, we can't always also say we are depending on government alone to develop. And so we spread out, we go to all people, key stakeholders who want to see smiles brought back on the faces of many that are suffering in our various communities. And so we deal with the NGOs, we deal with individuals, the private sector, those that are operatives, those within the catchment area, and those even without. It's a matter of going to engage and then getting them understand our plight, and then they also forthrightly assess. And so that has been the way we've been going all this while. So at the hospital, all the videos you watch, clearly there are hospitals that are not adequately stocked with beds, and of course, even with equipment that are required to enable them to do their work properly. Okay, there are a lot of things that are really lacking. And again, we had taken certain strategies and plans to use certain resources to get, like I said, the intra-services ambulance, but we had to divert it into the purchase of PPEs for our hospital staff, and not just because the government in the beginning of the outbreak of COVID was really dragging its feet and not really minding the frontline service providers to really be adequately given these PPEs for them to be able to undertake their work properly. So we had to really move in. And across MPs, businesses, the former president, John Dramani Mahama, who actually formed a team to assist the government to fight this, which for me, we need to give credit to, because this is something that we bring all together. And I can tell you, all those we did, but then unfortunately, we are not getting the commensurate response and support from the government and so on. So we are just on our own and pushing the little we can. And so, yeah, they're crying. They need the help.
Okay. Thank you for joining us on News Update.
Thank you so much
and
for that.
We appreciate your time.
Bless you. God bless you so much for the opportunity. And you are doing a good job. I've listened to your news for the first time, and I will always be listening to it from now.
Thank you.
God bless you.
Have a good evening. Moving on to entertainment news, we will be going for a short commercial break. Welcome back. King P, an artist manager and also a music pundit, has filed for Central Regional Musical Chair. He said to Wafasami that he is ready to raise Central Region music high, and also added that he's going to make sure the welfare of the musicians are attractive.
The youth are complaining. When a performance were here, it can be said I was going to organize the program. But young Vienna, but I'm a meeting relevant programs will be because Echo Abana no to be as a bar. But in the BR to teach being today, we need select. We need health insurance. This will be component number component number. I am one of what actually I measure Ibinimu was sorry for fine. Oh yeah, yes, come from Toji. But I start to be here as a snake. Since I was the SIC camp was Abba. It is 50 Ghana. No, but every compound in the boom will do. Yeah, never. It's picking on the forms and or they are not more than Kasakasano, no team, no vice, no organizer, no secretary, no chair, the minute of Deba, and actually, music will be an officer. It is a union, regional minister union, my union, MC union, it will be a union. But there is a time or they also young the do the chair there, music. It's because of forms now. I have a Kirby, and also you have a Juma youth because a Juma you are, this is why sɛ yɛbɛpɛ adwuma so yɛdze ama.
That is it for tonight. But before we leave, I would like to read some of the comments or messages from our Facebook viewers. From Lawrence Apia, Edna, you are looking very good. Thank you, Lawrence. Tetezi Bright, watching live from Sogakope. Okay, thank you, and keep watching us. Eunice Ashon, watching you live from Accra. Thank you, Eunice. Wise Fights Amasaman, watching live from the United States of Amasaman. Thank you, Wise. Salase Dina Tete, greetings. Kweku Adi, greetings to you. Kweku Adi, greetings to you back home. I'm watching you live from Holland. Thank you. So that will be it for tonight. Thanks for tuning in. My name is Edna Sabonya. You can follow us on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram at Today Ghana News TV. The news is sponsored by Agozu Herbal Clinic and the Lens Cosmetology Training Institute.